oh boy, if it isn't the final episode of Adine Date, and also the final main date. In the background is the final boss battle that I like the song. It's good boss battle music. How can you not shut up and jam and I don't know I don't know the lyrics, but apparently the song just gets better. It gets better than the opening lines that everyone always mentions all the time. This fucking game is such... I need to play it sometime, because it's a miracle. It's a complete meme shitfest, but it somehow lands everything. Ugh! And, I mean, I still like Mario and Luigi better, because it's more action-oriented than most systems. Most systems are like, oh, just push the button. But something about Mario and Luigi felt a lot more energetic, you know? There were gradients. Something about it felt more lively. Probably the budget. I don't know. I just feel that it feels a bit more Paper Mario, is what I'm trying to say. Attacks had a lot more going for them, just the one hit you had to dodge. God, I just love good boss tracks. There's something nice to daydream to, you know? How can you not feel fast listening to something like this in your head? Like, I seriously just want to make a game with Affinia. Just go the fucking balls to the wall, memeing hard. But I have the... there's a lot of things I'll be humble about, but I won't be humble about my ability to land fucking situational jokes. The only problem is I wouldn't have a fucking story to tell to put it up against, and that's kind of the problem. Not to mention the fact that in the 17 revisions necessary to make a video game work, I wouldn't know what to do, and I can't program a game. I don't want to learn it. I probably do a good job, but I never get it done. I need someone who actually has discipline. Ironically. Software engineer, but someone else got to do the software, because I can't get it done. But daydreams. I love daydreams. I mean, can you imagine, like, with fucking Sauberman and some basketball dude and a fucking basketball... Like, the lore of the game immediately just tips you off. It's like a fucking atomic basketball hoop throw dunk thing destroyed. How can... Like... It's one of those stories that works because you leave your disbelief at the fucking door. Like, you have to mentally check out and then it just works. I love those kinds of stories. It's not great. It's not art. But it's art in its own special little way, you know? It's not like art like when you fart Rembrandt onto the wall. It's that kind of art. Like, you fart and it's like, it kind of looks like the Mona Lisa. Also, for some reason, someone thought that Mozart composed Moon Knight Sonata and Raukau's playthrough of the Villy People level in Earthworm Jim 2. But we all know that the great master Rembrandt, you know, he shepherded Moonlight Sonata together. That's how it works. I mean, Beethoven and Mozart were both painters. Let's not pretend. God, what is goggles? Fuck, which of these has the translate? There we go. Stoffbril, huh? That's actually a good term. I can't translate to this, though. This is too much action. This is too much hibbity-hobbity, scotchity-boddity. I gotta pick a better song that isn't this exciting. I mean, an exciting song fits from time to time, but they just don't work in the context. They work a lot better with Doom, where I'm like, I can't play this copyrighted music or the soundtrack. I know it from the top of my head. Like, the Doom soundtrack is fine, but I want to keep the videos a little bit, exciting. You know? Man, I gotta get back to Doom. Oh, let's actually check out the Kako Awards. I don't know if the Kako Awards has done 2017 yet. Nope. It's not out yet. But it will be soon. I can't imagine it taking too long. I wonder what 2017 is going to be like. I wonder how much life there's left in the Doom community. damn. Man. Man! I'm the kind of people, if I ever were to get some amazing power, I'd fuck it up. I just... I mean, you could do worse. You could do fucking worse. Like, I'm not gonna be the... Like, how would I put myself? I'm kind of like Ophinia in that regard. I'm not the worst option, but I'm not the best option. I'm not gonna force a new world order, but I'm gonna fuck around to extents you're not gonna believe. Ophinia is kind of my ultimate wish fulfillment of, like, she gets away with everything, and it's all just fuckery. It's all like, she doesn't care. Like, it doesn't matter to her. She's the ultimate result of being like a level 20 fucking cleric or wizard in Dungeons and Dragons. It's like, snap, you're back to life. I can do that like 18 times a day now. I can literally make a scroll that has a spell on it that makes people come back to life. I can write life. Inevitables can suck it. And even Inevitables can't handle you. You're level 30. You're just like, and they're gone. There's just ash. And you sit there and you go, So like, it's like every single fight scene with her is it's ridiculous. It's all for the show and the flair and the fun of it. How could you not like that? I guess the reason you couldn't like it is that the challenge isn't there. But I think that part of the comedy is that there's also Duke Nukem, who, where in some places it's like it's his ego that you're actually dealing with. Like, he's not dying, he's just ashamed of himself. I like that concept. I like different health bars that aren't just health bars, but are something else. You know, like a blood, like just a blood meter. Makes it a little bit more like there's something specific happening to you. Okay, so I'm gonna take a few things first. Grote is a large bowl, and grote is the size of a bowl. So there you go. That's a thing that gets a lot of kids. It got me for a while, but then I realized, well, one is the adjective, and the other is like the specification. This I don't. Let me just get this out of the way. Why the fuck do you have to specify it's not a sponge like you know from home? I mean, you could just say it's a bit rougher. It's a bit rougher than the usual. Like, this feels like such a line that was added early on in development and never reread. I don't want to listen to Megalovania because I'll always point out everyone forgets that one fucking part! Where it goes do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Every single remix forget that one! It's critical! Ah! Hey, there's a space here that's not supposed to be there. Minor mistake. Doesn't hurt anyone. Oh, I like Mischief Makers. It's also a little bit less, ooh. Stem it. Ah! Why is this the menu selection song when it works just fine? Ah! Ah! It's another game I gotta play, but apparently it's a bitch to get running. Because I think Mischief Maker is one of those games that wasn't made... Like, Mischief Maker really feels like it was supposed to be for the NES and then it got a graphical upgrade. Well, graphical upgrades in quotation marks. Oh, this is where Adine's shower shows. Slick. Also, this room is still too fucking small for her! This is a room specifically made for flyers. Also, that's gotta be annoying as all heck if that's actually connected like that as a straight line. But, like, look at this. It's still too small for her. And Adine is not implied to be that big. Like, she's just a large flyer or what? Also, there's no buttons on the wall. There's little turn knobs, which I can't imagine she can operate. Like, small thing, but it's the small things that add up as this fucking reflection that I hate. Oh, I hate that reflection, because it's just not aligned in any way to make sense. Although her snoot looks just adorable. Look at that snoot! That's a good snoot. I'd smooch that snoot, and that's the only requirement I got. Oh yeah, the purring. I forgot about the purring. Doesn't she mention that a specific... Like, let me get this out of the way. There's a point in the first date where you point out, like, where she makes a fact that she doesn't like her stripes. And you're making a fucking joke about that? I understand that she beats you up for it. What? The instrumentation in Mission Makers is the part that gets me the most. Like, what the fuck is the instrumentation for this? Why did you pick these? They're great. They call a nose. Isn't the nose like a specific part of the snout? Ugh. This is one of my favorite songs. I don't know. Like I said, I just like peppy, jumpy songs. And now you might sit there and go, you know, if you're ever really gonna make that, which you're not, because that's how I work. Like, someone would have to come to me. Let me put it like that. Someone's gonna have to come to fucking me to get that to work. But you can't just have a game that's all peppy. And I'm like, no. You see, the funny thing is there's a whole world around her, and half the point is. Like, I like to... I do this with a lot of stuff. Don't think that this is just an ego trip, but... There's this entire world that's built around it, and I like to imagine if I were to make a show, I'd make episodes that aren't about her at all. They're just the world and world building. Because the entire point is... Ophinia is such a court jester that she's reliant on the world around her making sense. Like, there's gotta be this episode where there's a charlatan who doesn't want to be a charlatan, like, he's kinda has to make money somehow, like he's a con man. And she just kind of sits there and goes, huh, guess that's a dude in life. To kind of, because you can't have the comic relief be the protagonist. It doesn't work. It never works. So half the point is that she isn't. Like everyone else is. The villains she's fighting are the protagonists. They're the mainstay. She's just kind of there to... You don't know. Like, that's half the story. She's just a force of nature. In this world, there exists this omniscient, insane individual who just kind of fucks around a whole bunch. Getting robbed by a man with a giant gun, there's just a chance he'll explode into nothingness, and there's just this blood-soaked person going, yay! And then what the fuck are you supposed to make with the rest of your day? Call of Cthulhu can suck it. This lady's scarier. Because at least Cthulhu has to walk up to you first. Can you imagine a Cthulhu in a dark cloak walking up to you in a dark alley? She's like, oh, I'm gonna get ya! I'm gonna get ya! Cthulhu, please don't ever do that. You have an image to think about. Yeah, like, why is there no option here if you know about this? Again, I get a tiny negative to a bigger one. Oh man, I changed a bit. I was a little dragon. You know what the little ones are. I mean, depending on how human little ones are. They laugh at everything. Like this. This is just nice little chit-chat. Why does Adine get the good scene? Ah! Fucking ministrations. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Like, fancy new words, fine, but no. Ah, this one's great. Why does it start with a drill nose? I don't know, but it's great. They put... Like, this is the N64 era. There's still a limitation on, like, instrumentation, I think. Like, you can't go too fancy with the sound chips. And one of the things they put in their fucking MIDIs is this. I think they used MIDIs back then. Because I think Banjo-Kazooie did MIDI channeling in order to get the different instrumentations for above water and below water. I've already explained what I would do with this song. If I ever got to make a level around it, it'd be an auto-scroller, it'd be on a lava tub, and there'd be these little lava kremlins that pop out and start singing to the song, because fuck it! Ah! Ah! I say I'm not creative, but I gotta admit, at least I have some ideas. I'm not entirely uncreative, because I've clearly... maybe it's just the D&D bring it out, maybe it's just the music bring it out, but I've had good ideas. I can't deny that I've not had a good idea in my life. I'm not uncreative, I guess. I'm just not as creative as I want. I'm not creative in the ways I want to be. Like, I'm not good with character design as much. Ugh. This. I don't know what to make of this, but I kind of like this moment where he just gets smacked back. Like, something about this feels so... Why is there not more of this? Is a question I want an answer to that I will never get. Ugh. Ugh, I don't know. I'm just... I don't know. Oh, we're getting to the purr section. Purr, purr, purr. Why is there no joke about banana phones? I still don't know what banana phone is about. Actually, I think I do, but only partially. Like, it always flew right over my head. It's always weird when you're like, ah, that's still funny, but I don't know where it's from. Also, considering the era in which you were born, how the fuck would your character know what a regular horned phone looks like? Nowadays, every fucking phone is a bar or a brick. They're not horn-shaped anymore. For some reason, despite the horn shape being better for communications, I'd assume. That's a Dutch thing. It's a Dutch thing. Hallo, Monje van Radio. There you go. I want more songs though. Oh, I like Windy Day. That's a nice one. But to me, a good song tells a story. But if you want a good song that's for a level, like level themes need to loop well. They need to carry an emotion. But like a snappy, good track that I like also tells a story of its own. You can just see the tumbleweeds and the wind caressing the sand and blowing these little swirly swirls. I mean, it's implied you kind of wash it like a car, so I'm just going to put that in. Okay, now I gotta pull this up. SFX, or FX in this case. Usually people go with SFX, because it's a more universal term. Purr! Ooh. That's also got to be a benefit, like you can just wash it off easy. I like this. She didn't need a towel. Thank you. I needed that. This is a little self-contradiction. Just a nice little mwah. Little smooch. Again, it feels kind of weird that some of these dates just want to end for some reason. Then what? Didn't you go like when it was dark? Like, wasn't it already dark when you were? I don't even know. Oh, it's raining. That's why I'm hearing that noise. This part's my favorite. Oh, I got a weakness for high-octane violins. I like this. For me, it's even more important. A lot of dragons and humans probably have a taste for meeting me. I think Chromatic Skills is the one who said it, but also you're so like, no, I don't want to. But I think it was Chromatic Skills who pointed out that there's entirely the chance that you just have this fucking sleepover where you're just doing girl talk and it's adorable. Anyway, Adine's done. Next time, we're done with Chapter 4, which means we're moving on to a scary, scary, scary point in this video game. Chapter 5. Ba-ba-ba! Ba-ba-ba-ba! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Ba-ba-ba! It's the place with all the death. There's a lot of people are going to die. Especially Maverick. Mostly Maverick's going to die. But don't worry, Maverick. You could probably not be dead if you tried hard enough.